You'll present the economics. Okay, no more comments? No more comments, we'll proceed with the next.
Following up on the earlier question, how much energy is France transmitting to other countries in the EU?
I don't have this information. I'm sorry. Because I'm not, I did not get this slide because it's Nigel saying to me, but so perhaps she can answer to this question. Actually, I can't.
Okay, thank you.
And I have no idea about it.
If you can pass this question to her, we'll share it.
Yeah, because I think that was the question that was raised earlier. How are you utilizing this excess power that you have, if you have any, with other countries?
Yeah. Okay. No more comments? Yes.
Where are you from the clean energy resources now? At least how many?
In France?
Yes, what the percentage of clean energy?
We have, from European countries, there is a specification to be around 20% of local energy being a clean energy. In France, if we separate this with what is the wind farms, we must be around perhaps less than 10%. So we have a lot of work to do. I think Germany is quite in the table for this kind. In France, we are quite late for the clean energy. There is a specific program, so the increase in percentage is growing fast, but not enough at this time to have the 20%.
The demand also is growing.
Yes, and if we can spend some time on the specific problems of clean energy and so on. And for France, what is the key problem? That we have a demand for clean energy, even for private customers and so on. And at this time, we cannot answer by giving a professional answer. And we have a lot of companies, small companies, to install solar cells on the roof and so on and so on. But there is a gap between what should be done and what can be actually done. And if this committee wants to take part in this discussion, in fact, to have professional being able to give solution, but real technical and good solution, instead of, I will say, commercial answers that only here to sell products and without knowing if there is a gain for a private customer to change the mode of energy. It's a key point in France at this time.
Marco?
I guess that the answer to the question asked depends on the definition of the clean energy, and I don't think anybody agrees on the definition of clean energy.
Not yet.
From my perspective, nuclear is clean energy, in which case this is much more than 10% in France. Unfortunately, the word clean is so abused that nowadays we have so-called clean coal technology, and there's not a lot many clean things about that.
Greenhouse-free energy, perhaps, is another answer.
But other terms do not, just as equally do not apply. If you take a look at the term renewable, I mean, the sun is not a renewable source of energy. It eventually will stop emitting in a very long time. But it doesn't renew in a conventional sense. So I'm not happy about any of those things. Maybe conventional and non-conventional is the only term that it's not open for a debate. Everything else we can talk about for hours. Nobody would agree even with themselves.
It's all relative. Yeah, so thank you. Just a question, and because I'm thinking aloud here. What's the general public perception in France regarding nuclear energy? Because what I was thinking is also following on what Marco says and the others, okay, this is something that the IEEE can come in to help the companies in making clear the issues regarding the definition of clean. We need some such a definition, especially with the relationship to energy, and also to explain in simple terms the technical details regarding nuclear power plants and that sort of thing. Because I know in some countries there is a huge rejection of good. So IEEE is about the technology and understanding of that technology and how it works. So maybe part of this initiative is to help the companies in explaining and expanding on the reasons why companies are doing what they are doing and whether this is good or bad. Also, I understand there is political implications involved, definitely. But
Yes, so you will understand in no uncertain discussion. First, no function to speak concerning the policy of nuclear plants defense. So what is generally said is that it was decided to have some kind of independence because of the oil production in the late 70s. So this is a technical answer. I have no political answer.
no, it's not political. The general public, do they have big demonstrations and rejection of nuclear energy, or they embrace it in France in general?
They're quiet, maybe.
Quiet.
Yes.
Yeah?
We have not a large, how to say this, so it's not large rejection.
No.
It's a safe program, basically.
At this time.
They're working at secretary.
Remember, you are on tape.
But no, this discussion is too long. I'm sorry, but it's, if we look at what can be the problem of the nuclear plants, effectively there are some examples that can influence the big opinion because of some mistakes. But that's all
Any more questions?
No.
Then we'll get last question from
Dr.
Dr. Samir. But first, Samir, I forgot, you didn't introduce yourself.
Samir Shaheen, Egypt section. I didn't, I have a comment. We have in Egypt what we call watchdog for energy and watchdog for communication. Because you cannot put energy as a vital resource for people only for in commercial. Do you have a similar mechanism in France where there is an independent body that watch and make sure that the customers, so companies,
not sure.
companies do whatever they like? We have what we call
There is a regulation.
regulator for
There
energy.
is a regulation committee, but it's a European level.
It's not on the
Perhaps
French
he
level.
has the answer, better
We
than
get
me.
you.
But I'm not a specialized in
Oh, I see.
distribution.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Our next presenter is Pierre.